Hello, everybody. This is Elizabeth Hamilton of Greater Faith Outreach Ministry. I have two lovely young ladies who has some exciting news. They have a new venture going on, and I tell you, you women are going to be excited about this because you know what? We take care of the spirit. We're supposed to take care of the body and all the soul, but we don't. Sometimes we neglect the body, and when the body's messed up, it seems like we're just all out of whack. Just like I was telling the two ladies a few minutes ago, I did some things that I hadn't done in a while, and I was like out of it, because our body, we need to work. Our body needs to work in order for our minds to operate properly.
That's
So
right.
hello,
Yep.
young ladies, give me your name.
Hello.
How are you
Hello.
guys doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Good, 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 good.
Well, we
So we
appreciate you having us on, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah, we're
Of
definitely
course. The last
about-
time, Robin, you were on with me, we were in a studio, remember? It was like
Oh,
in
yeah.
2019, before the COVID. It was in a studio, but now we're doing Zoom. We got to do whatever it takes to get it out there, right?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Do what we got to do.
Well, for those of you who don't know who I am, as she mentioned, Robin, last name Ford, and my business partner and really good friend, Melody Sawyer. We just wanted to kind of explain what it is that we have going on with our new business called Kindred's Life. So overall, this is a wellness company. And like you were saying, with the body and taking care of yourself, it's going to be a whole trifecta of everything, mind, body, and spirit. So this is something that we're really passionate about and what we're focusing on right now with women. So if you want to speak on a little bit.
Yeah, it's something that we just kind of felt extremely passionate about starting is, a complete soul connecting space for women. And I know that just having Robin in my life has been enriching, and not a lot of people have somebody that they feel like can connect with them, relate to them, just support them and whatever it is that women want to do. And so that's what our goal is, to kind of just bring women together, get them to connect with each other, and then just be a support for women. And so empowering women.
Have to do with each other. We're strong and we need each other's support.
Yeah, especially now more than ever with COVID. It's like it's bringing new challenges, and I think it's normal for a woman to kind of carry this weight of all the society's expectations on top of their life, family, kids if they have them, a job, or whatever the case, and they don't take the time that they need for themselves. And so what Kindred is about is just creating fun events where women can come to and connect with other women and just kind of feel like they have a little bit more balance in their life.
Okay. So what made you guys decide to be a life coach, and what is a life coach for those who don't understand what it is?
Well, honestly, I was thinking about that, and it was a lot of self-reflection. I never wanted to be a life coach. I never thought about the title. I never just thought of it as a job. I think growing up and naturally having this innate ability to want to help people. And a lot of times people will say, oh, you're too nice and you're too kind. And then, you go from kid to adult and you're wondering what's wrong with me. Should I be mean? Like, should I have this persona where I protect myself? And then I thought about it, after establishing about 13 LLCs and one nonprofit, I found a purpose, and I am working as a life coach without even knowing, like doing good things for people, helping, and actually, I guess, learning myself and becoming the best version of me that I can be. It's just weird. And, people say like, oh, you have to have a purpose, you have to, and you're in your head like, well, what is it? Do I have to have a job? And it's been in me the whole time.
It's just been in you the whole time, because I've known you for all your life, since being your mother, but you've always been soft-spoken and quiet, but you had this purpose, like you said, inside you, this gift inside you. So I am so glad that you're bringing this out. And you've always been, since a child, you've always been very physical and, and always help people. When I say physical, I mean, you took care of your body. You always exercise. You like be in your room doing 100 squats and sit-ups and stuff like that at night before you go to bed. But things like that. And you always helped people, even though you're quiet spoken, you always help people. And so I thank God that you bringing this gift to the table to help so many.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. Just being around someone like Melody, when I first met her, she just had this light about her. She wears her heart on her sleeve, and she's just telling people like about her life. And she has that outward glow about her. And so with our personalities, how I'm a little quiet and she's a little boisterous, and she had this thing where she could just see the good in people. And she was just like, hey, you inspire me. I'm like, by doing what? Like, what did I do? And, we just kind of feed off of each other. And I was just thinking what we have, like, we want to give that to other people, Right. We have the different skill sets, but our goals are the same.
And that's the thing with Kindreds and how we came up with Kindreds is because me and Robin, we just formed such a great connection from the beginning. And it's like we give each other a space that we can talk to and feel like we trust the other person. And, when I'm feeling like I need somebody to kind of kick me in my butt, Robin's right there, and vice versa. It's like, I feel like my life has gotten better, just well-rounded since becoming friends with Robin. And we just realized like, wow, like we're kindreds, It's like, I feel like she was meant to be in my life because my life is way more enriched. When you have someone that's on your team and they just motivate you and inspire you when maybe you need that extra little push, your life is just much better. And that's what we want to do for other people. We want other people to be with us in our wonderful venture called Kindred. Life coaches, they're not miracle workers, we're not counselors, but we are going to be there to care and push people and help them find out what they want for themselves, what they're missing for themselves. And sometimes it's just a connection with other women. And so having friends, I think, is hard these days. And the older you get, it's hard to kind of get out there and branch out and meet people. And so what we want to do is just create opportunities for that, for people to have friends. I think Robin said something really good the other day about like, just being able to have people in your corner and that care about you. And we want to do that. Like, I love helping people.
It really does. It takes a village. You never know what someone's struggles are until you open up. And that's why it's good to be amongst other women, because they share stories. And we've had people just spill, their guts to us, just me and her conversating and actually inspiring them to maybe, lock into a potential, a hobby or an old goal that they used to have that they kind of put on the back burner because they got too busy or, motherhood took over. And those things are important because we deserve to care about ourselves.
And have fun. Like, I think a lot of people don't realize how important it is just to laugh and have a good time and have fun. And so we're allowed to have fun. Like moms, single women, people that don't have kids, older women, younger women, like we don't always have to work and just be worrying about other people. Like we can let loose and have a good time. And that's, I think, what we're trying to do is one, we want to create events that pull people in, they have a good time, but they also reflect on the inside, like what is it about themselves that they're lacking or that they're missing, and then how can they get there? And they're doing the work. We're just there to push them, support them, and have fun.
Been there for one another. That is so powerful, and we need one another. And I like something else you guys are talking about, having gratitude.
Right.
Yes. I've been practicing that. I've been kind of just setting up little challenges and seeing who wants to come along. Just waking up in the morning. That's my thing. Like, don't even do that. Just say thank you.
And that's one huge aspect of it too, is your mind. Like a lot of people focus on their body. They want to get their body in shape, and they don't realize that, like your mind is equally as important. And sometimes it's as simple as addressing the way that you think. Waking up like, I got to get up and go to work. Well, yes, but be grateful. You woke up today.
You woke up
to go to work.
My daughter, she knows this. This is my everyday thing. Every morning when I wake up, I, like you said, the gratitude, I thank God for the day. And I say, I choose joy today. Every day, I choose to be, I choose. That's a choice. I choose joy. And so that's great that you guys are talking about that and letting people know we have to have that gratitude.
Yeah, and we just get people to kind of, one aspect of it is we're going to be like doing group coaching sessions. So women will come in and it might look like a topic of self-love or goal setting, and then they're going to be doing some journaling and we'll share, and it's really just going to be like a good way for them to kind of evaluate all the areas in their life. Okay, they're not just their mindset, not just their nutrition and their physical activity, but also their social connection as well. There's so many things that I think play into somebody's overall well-being, and they just don't think about it, like, or they don't realize it. And so, you know, people aren't wrong if they wake up and they're not thankful first thing in the morning. They might just not know.
They might get a little
and so, and it does change things. Like
it does.
And so life coaches are like, hey, let's work on all the different aspects and have fun while we do it, and your life is it's gonna be better.
Or just say, let's focus on what you want to do, as opposed to what's not going on. So that's something too. People like to focus on what they don't have or what they, they don't, they're not successful. There's so many things, like the mind plays tricks on you, but when you have everything intact or you have the support, there's momentum towards, your own goals. And I really love what we're doing. I'm excited about it.
Let's talk about this event, you guys. Talk about your event. Excited about it. When is it?
Talking about it.
So we came up with self-love and self-defense. So like you said, I'm a physical person. I do like to get moving. That's like my therapy. So how I self-love is by going out, doing maybe hiking, something along the lines of exercising, things like that, because I'm clear and I could be creative in that space. And so I think, that's self-love. Setting like a small window to where I can do the things where I'm actually fighting for myself. Because sometimes you do. Sometimes you have to tell people, no, I can't do this project. Sometimes you got to say, I'll TTYL, I got a meeting with my goals. And so if that's what I do, I can imagine what other people would want to do for themselves. So I think that it's kind of fun. It's like a play on words. Self-love, self-defense, fight for yourself.
An amazing gentleman who's going to be basically teaching us self-defense moves. And so women are going to come to this event and they're going to connect with other women. They're going to learn self-defense. So if some criminal try to attack, they're going to get smacked up. And so they're going to get the self-defense. And, it's going to be so much more than that, though, as well, because me and Robin then are going to go and we're going to do our work as life coaches, and we're going to present a topic about self-love and get people thinking like, if you're, it's not just important to fight physically for yourself, but also fight internally for yourself. And anyone can come. There's no fitness level required. We're not going to have people jumping off buildings and doing backflips. It's going to be very basic. And it's just going to be just a fun event, I think, just to get people incorporated, motivated, empowered. Like, how empowering is that for someone to come in and say, hey, like, you can protect yourself. This is what you can do. And we're going to all leave you there feeling like bad mamma jammas. I know that. I know I'm going to be like, who wants to fight?
Don't start picking a fight.
No.
But if it does happen, you know what to do.
And it's important, I think, to empower women and give them the tools that they need to not only defend themselves in peace, but also to work on their self. And so Saturday is going to be pretty awesome.
That's great. And Robin, you and your husband were both trainers, fitness trainers. So you have some experience behind that. So Melody, I want you to tell me about, we're going to jump around a little bit, about what some of the things that you think women need and lack, or you hear a lot about women are talking about some of the things that, they need.
Well, one thing that I really like, women have this tendency to self-talk that's negative. like they're not doing enough,
Mm-hmm.
or they're not looking the way that society tells them they should look, or they're not, working hard enough, or, there's just all this negative self-talk, and they go through these periods in their life where I think it's very lonely, and I think that women need other women that can relate to them. I remember going through a situation, and it was this 5 months of just feeling kind of stuck, and I just didn't feel worthy, and it wasn't even really anything was going on. I just kind of felt like I wasn't pushing myself hard enough. I wasn't working hard enough. I was home with my daughter, and I don't know, it was such a lonely feeling. And then when I started working here and I met Robin, it just like, she just kind of told me, like, in nice words, like, shut the heck up. Like, you're so great. And she made me feel like, okay, why am I feeling this way? I'm not alone. We've all probably felt that way, where we weren't good enough, or we weren't doing enough. And so I think, like, what women need is to connect with other women that have went through the same thing. Maybe they, it's like, I totally think that, women have the ability to just be extremely compassionate towards other people. And I mean, men can too, but I just think it's more natural for women to be able to just be compassionate and relatable. And so what we're hoping happens when we bring women together is that not only are they connecting with themselves, but they're connecting with other people that will then be their kindreds.
Yes.
Will
So
be their
what are you
Robin,
expecting?
Robin.
That's wonderful, Mel. That's great. To have a heart like that, to understand the needs of women. So what are you guys expecting to happen at this event? What is the anticipation of it?
I'm just hoping that people will just open up. I put out a video earlier, and I was just like, I'm so uncomfortable. I don't like being in front of the camera, but I have learned that my comfort has kind of created walls. And then instead of trying to protect myself, I've shut out a lot. And so I kind of am wishing that women would do the same, get out of their comfort zone and allow light in, just to kind of connect with other women. Because you'll be so surprised, like she said, how hard we are on ourselves, and someone can relate to that. So I just want people to get together, have fun, snowball it into another event. We are going to have things here and there that if it isn't your particular taste, like the self-defense, you can come to another event that's a little bit more quieter. So my hope is to just keep it going and to create this momentum into the community and recycle love back into each other and friendship.
That is so powerful. And give us the date, the time, and the address of your event. We're going to also have it we're going to post it too, but we want you guys to give it.
So it's February 20th, which is tomorrow at 10 a.m. And the address is going to be 5442 on South Tacoma Way in Tacoma, Washington. Yeah.
Okay. And it's plenty of parking in the back. I love that. So they have to worry about parking. Yeah.
And something fun looking to the future, if people are like, oh, I don't know about the self-defense portion, we are planning another event on March 14th at 11, and it's going to be a meditation event, a meditation and mind space. And we will have a guest yoga instructor there who's just teaching us the basics of meditation, what we can do at home. And then me and Robin are going to do our thing and get people in the right mind space, start working on their mind and stuff. And so we have a variety of things and some fun stuff. We are on Facebook as Kindred's Life Connected, as well as Instagram and YouTube. And then we do have a website, www.kindreds.life. And so if anyone's interested on our upcoming events, they can check them out there, and it's gonna be fun.
Be a part of the Kindredship.
That's right. Our time is about out, but you guys, I tell you, you started something really powerful, and we really need this, especially after this COVID, people need to be inspired in some way. Mind, body, and soul. Okay, well, thank you guys for coming on. Really
appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye.